All your base art belong to us.
You're listening to Gamers Digest, a podcast where your hosts put the controllers down just long enough to talk about gaming news, rumors, and anything else they can think of. Here are your hosts, Spider-One and Mr. Factastic.
We are Gamers Digest. Hopefully you can hear us in loud stereo surround.
Apples, oranges, lemons, limes, tangerines, papayas.
You are too good at that.
Yes.
You could be a county executive.
I could be.
You shouldn't be, though. Probably not a good idea.
No, I don't want to.
But we're not here to talk about politics. We are here to talk about games.
Yeah.
And all the games that we played or didn't play, or any type of news and stuff. We've been pretty busy. Like we didn't do a show last week because we were finishing moving. I mean, we had to get the old apartment ready and clean it up, stuff like that. Cause some friend drama. All the fun stuff that goes along with moving out. But I had some time to play a few games. Like I got some StarCraft 2 in there. I actually watched a lot of StarCraft 2.
There was the tournament, right?
Yeah, the global finals. I was really bad. I felt really bad because the guy who
you were rooting for,
right? The guy who I was rooting for was always comes in second, and he made it to the finals again. I was like, okay, well maybe he's gonna win the grand final. So he still came in second. He lost, but I was happy that the guy won played Protoss since that's what I played.
First the worst, second the best.
Nah, when is the difference between 100,000 and 50,000?
Ooh, yeah.
So
you got some money. What does third place get?
Like
25,000
or something.
Oh,
yeah, it really dips. So, I did StarCraft 2 and that. I played a little Diablo 3 because of BlizzCon.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the mood to play
okay, cool.
a lot of Blizzard games. I jumped back into WoW just to kind of see what was going on there.
And they haven't. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, they did announce a new expansion, which we'll talk about. Grand Theft Auto 5, stuff like that. So, you've been pretty busy.
I've been very busy this last month, actually. I've been working on a fan film. We'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. But yeah, I've basically been slaving over it for the last month or so. Like, basically whenever I have any free time, I was working on it, and I was also been, dabbling with doing special effects. I think I talked about this a couple shows ago, and finally finished with what I was working on.
Huh?
So, and I did watch Ender's Game and Thor: The Dark World over the weekend. Those were pretty cool movies.
Yeah, which did you like better?
I'm gonna have to say Thor.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to say Thor, and that's no knock against Ender's Game.
Right.
This is they were both different types of movies. Ender's Game was I liked it because I was able to connect with it. It had you had a connection with those characters, whereas Thor was just really entertaining.
Okay.
It is leagues better than the first one, and I thought the first one was good.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I read Ender's Game, the book, so I'm interested in seeing the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We ruined it for Nikki.
Yeah, we did.
I already talked
You already
about
mentioned her.
Yeah, I know. I ruined it for somebody.
I wonder if she's awake.
Yeah, she's probably asleep by now. She did stop responding to me in chat, so hopefully the sound's not skippy for everybody.
Yeah.
Because we're trying out a new mic layout,
Mm-hmm.
and the bar is going way higher. So I think I had to turn it down because I think it was crackling.
Oh, too loud. It was popping.
Right.
It was peaking.
Right. So I turned it down, so hopefully it's a little better now. So let's get into news and rumors. We got a lot of news, not a lot of rumors. But
This first story is pretty cool. With the PS4 disc installs are much faster than the PS3.
Yeah, that's big news. Like they said, certain games you'll be ready in 30 seconds, and that's huge because right now you gotta wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, I remember I waited for the PlayStation 3 and. I got it because of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Right.
When I got Metal Gear Solid 4 and installed that game to the hard drive, it took almost half an hour.
Right.
Just to install the game. It was there was a lot of delay before I even got to play, and that was very, very disappointing. But, it was a new system, a new game. I had to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're used to in
Mhm.
current gen. So we maybe the future is coming.
Yeah.
So
Like Heavy Rain, I think you had to like. They gave you all these little like jigsaw puzzles and stuff to put together while your game took like half an hour to install.
Huh.
Just to like make it a little bit entertaining for you. So
that's pretty
maybe
cool.
they don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. Although I did like the loading screen games and stuff. Like Devil May Cry used to have like the little loading screen
right.
games and
I
stuff.
those. Yeah.
So first world old gamer problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. It launches Friday. I mean,
that's true.
Next gen is here. Like you
Yeah,
can buy the games.
I've seen the games in the stores and everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's very weird seeing like the PS4 and Xbox One stuff.
Yeah. You ready to get one yet?
Nah.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah.
BioShock Infinite, not next gen, current gen.
Mhm.
The first story DLC came out today. The when you go back to Rapture, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Been keeping my eye on that. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away. I'll probably wait till the second episode comes out, so I get the whole shebang.
Mm.
So, but that's out today if you want it. If you have the season pass, it's included in that. Otherwise, check it out.
Yeah. Amazon launched a PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Store.
Direct.
Yeah, so you can basically there's like 1,000 pieces of Sony things that you can link to and buy. It's pretty cool that they did. I also heard another. I know I'm getting off a little bit on a tangent, but today at work I heard that Amazon is working out a deal with the post office to have delivery on Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah, that would like.
That would change everything.
Yeah, it would.
Because the post office isn't even going to work Saturdays now.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty cool. I mean, the PlayStation Network on Amazon is really nice because the PlayStation Store interface on the web is awful. Like even on the console, it's a little kind of like hard to navigate and stuff. But I took a look at the Amazon store and it's laid out really nicely. And all you do is say you want to buy like a PlayStation Network exclusive like Fat Princess or stuff like that. So. All you do is you purchase it there, and it just gives you the code, and then you just go put the code in.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep. Don't Starve, a popular PC game. It's kind of like a survival horror, survival mix type game. It's actually got really great reviews. Small indie title. It's actually going to be free for PlayStation Plus when the game comes out on PlayStation. So that's pretty cool. I mean, PlayStation Plus still pushing out those new games, unlike the other service.
Yeah. FTL. We talked about FTL last year. Was it
last
year? Yeah, that was like one of the. I really liked that game.
Right.
I really liked it. I remember wasting a lot of time playing it. They're getting an advanced editions coming out early next year, and it's also coming out for iPad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So basically, it's free. The game's going to cost $10 new, and it's going to be a free upgrade for existing users. But it has like new weapons and new drone mods and just things to like add more variation to the game. It's like it's one of those roguelike games where permadeath and what have you. It's very fun.
Yeah, check it out. They said early next year. That's pretty cool. I never played FTL, but I saw you played it, and I've heard other stuff about it, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
for $10, why not?
Yeah, it's good. It's good mindless fun.
I also hear that it's very hard.
Oh yeah, it is. It is very hard.
So, Black Friday's coming up. Obviously, the biggest retail day of the year. There's a lot of sales going on. Well, Target's actually putting out like its pre-Black Friday stuff, kind of giving you a taste of what they're going to have for Black Friday
a little bit.
So we actually got it here. So this is it. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see like some big titles for like $35, like the new Batman game, Battlefield 4, the new Madden, new FIFA, the new wrestling game that doesn't look very good. But yeah, there's a lot of cool deals and stuff.
You want to know the coolest thing about this? What is that? We have a Target like right next to where we live.
Yeah, like if we were if we could see through all the walls, we'd be looking at Target right now. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is there anything on that list that's really enticing to you?
The Batman game. I'm interested in the Batman game, but Battlefield I'd probably get for PC.
Yeah, I see. I was thinking, Battlefield. I played Battlefield 3 on the Xbox, but I might lean towards getting it for the PS3 because you can upgrade it eventually when you get the PS to a PS4.
Right.
And
you can't do that with the Xbox.
You probably can, but I don't think I'll get an Xbox One first. You know
got
what
it.
I mean? So
you've thrown your hat in with Sony.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to. I mean, it's cheaper, and I enjoy. I know I'm going to enjoy those first parties more. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I would love to have both.
Okay.
Or I see myself having
You
both.
aspire to have.
I aspire to have everything, even the Wii U.
You're a brave man.
I am a brave man.
So yeah, you can check that out on Target's website. They've got a lot of the other stuff, TVs, stuff like that. But it's pretty cool that they're kind of releasing it early because it generally leaks early anyway. So why not?
38 Studios. 38 Studios. Their IP auction was pushed back to December for what? Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yeah, all the IP stuff on that. Copernicus, their unmade MMO, which is based in the same universe.
Yeah, when I saw the story, I was like, I thought that happened already.
No, apparently, they had to push it back because there was a lot of interest in it. Like there was more interest than they expected, so they
wanted to buy more time to
build up the hype
because they need to get that money back.
Yes. Amazon, and this could go under deal of the week, but the deal of the week is why Amazon's doing this. Amazon is actually offering buy two get one free on PS4 games starting tomorrow.
Yeah, so, that's pretty cool.
PS4 obviously doesn't come out till Friday, but if you want to jump, if you think you're getting it, then
buy two get one free. Why not? On Amazon.
So we'll talk about the deal of the week later, but I mean that's a good deal. So check it out. Classic Warcraft games. This is part of the BlizzCon news. We got a good amount of BlizzCon news, but the first part of it is they actually have a small group of people at Blizzard working on the old Warcraft games, so they'll play on current computers. And I actually think they'll probably wrap StarCraft into that too.
Okay. That would be. Earlier today, I was thinking about, man, I wish I could play StarCraft again.
I mean, you can get it, if you're apt enough, you can get it to work. I have something on here that allows me to play StarCraft 1 on Windows 7. But you have to have a lot of computer know-how. You have to understand how to work a DOS box and stuff like that. And for the average computer user, that's
they're not going to figure it out. It's I have to jump through hoops just to get XCOM to work on my computers.
Right, so. And it's the same type of thing. So, but that would be cool if we could get maybe do StarCraft one night, do old school StarCraft. Yeah. So I might actually do StarCraft 2 later with a friend. Phil wants to play some StarCraft 2, cool. So we may do 1v1 because we're both terrible. So it would kind of
need to hone your skills.
Yeah, I am not getting to WCS anytime soon. My APM, they're like, oh, the champion's APM is peaking at 400, which anybody who doesn't know, APM is actions per minute. So if you sit there and do the math on it, a minute is 60 seconds. If they're hitting 400 actions per minute, how many actions is that a second?
Wow.
Yeah. So my APM at its best is 40. So I'm not even close.
Wow.
And that's the main measuring tool because that's how much you can do, how quickly you can do it. But yeah, classic Warcraft games. That's pretty cool. That actually kind of ties into the expansion news. So we'll get to that. So PS4 comes out Friday. And I know we're jumping around. But,
okay.
I mean, the notes are in order, but we're jumping around because I wrote the notes in a hurry. So, PlayStation 4 comes out Friday. If you get one Friday, expect to find 30 free days of PlayStation Plus and a $10 PlayStation Network code.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and, PlayStation's giving stuff away.
They want you to buy their system, and because the Xbox One is right around the corner. It's next week.
Yeah.
So they need to make it as enticing as possible. So we'll see how that goes.
You know who didn't make things enticing?
Blockbuster?
Who?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Blockbuster, everybody probably remembers them if you're over the age of 10. If you're under the age of 10, you probably don't know what we're talking about.
No.
Blockbuster was a video rental company where you used to have to go to the store and pick out a movie or a game, play it for 2 days, and then return it really sad because you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Well, for us old fogies, can't believe I use the word fogies.
This really, I mean, Blockbuster, after reading that story, I was like, wow, Blockbuster really, I feel dated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically the story is Blockbuster is closing the rest of its retail stores. There really wasn't a whole lot of them open, but the bigger news is they're also closing like their Netflix service where you get movies in the mail.
Okay.
Because I mean there was only like 150, 200 retail stores or something like that.
Yeah, I think 300.
Yeah,
so 300 in the And I remember there was like one around here, so I guess we won't see that anymore.
Right. But yeah, they're closing down. They said they're going to go
January.
All digital distribution, which is pretty much where everything's going. I mean, Netflix still doesn't mail in, but you know it's going all digital too.
Netflix, I mean, the instant streaming for Netflix, I feel like it's like one of the best things that ever happened to me. And how
else would you watch all of Power Rangers?
Exactly.
All 300 episodes in the first season.
It's like it's ridiculous how much you just have that endless list of stuff, and the catalog's always getting updated. And then you have Redbox,
right?
Where you don't have to go to it. You can go to whatever store you want and be able to rent something instead of go to a single one place to get
that. You need a membership and a credit card and all that. Speaking of Redbox, I got an email 2 days ago. Guess what's at Redbox now?
I got it too. Jeez, what is it?
Something you really want.
Dang. I saw it.
It rhymes with Eond.
Oh yeah, Beyond Two Souls. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's You know, we have like 2 red boxes like right next to us. There's one at Wegmans. There's also one at Safeway.
Wow.
So. There we go. And it's still got the PlayStation.
Yeah.
2K, the gaming company, not the year, or the amount of money. 2K is offering 3 game bundles for this holiday season. They're actually pretty cool. It's like Borderlands 2 and stuff. Kind of like what a lot of other companies did with their like HD collections and stuff.
Yeah.
But these are all like current games. Like, let's see, what do we got? I can't remember them all.
Yeah, neither could I. I tried to remember them.
You got like BioShock, Borderlands, and XCOM. You got Spec Ops: The Line, Borderlands 2, Mafia 2, Darkness 2, BioShock 2, Mafia 2, and then you also have like a PC pack, which is like XCOM and Civ 5. So that's pretty cool that they're pumping these out.
Yeah. Speaking of XCOM Enemy Within came out today.
There you go.
And I do want it.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I do.
And it's like what, $40 for Xbox, and that's like all of it as XCOM and the expansion.
Yeah.
And the DLC that you should probably turn off.
Yeah, some DLC.
I did like that feature. Like I watched Total Biscuit's video on it, like of the preview, and you can actually individually turn off the DLC. I don't know if you can do that on XCOM on the Xbox version, but on PC, like if you don't want the slingshot missions, you just click it, like turn off slingshot.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I might have to look into that because I did not like slingshot at all.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. And then of course is the whole like I still haven't beaten it, but there's the whole second wave options and stuff like that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I really gimped my game with some of the second wave stuff. It just made it unfun. So, what other stories we got on here?
We just got the BlizzCon news.
Yeah, BlizzCon stuff.
So what do you want to do first? You want to do
Hearthstone.
the CG?
Oh wait.
Well, yeah, we have.
We should save the best for last.
You think that's the CGI trailer?
Yeah.
All right, so Hearthstone is coming to. That's the card game, by the way.
Yeah.
It's coming to iOS and Android along with PC and tablet. It's gonna be free to play. Obviously, if you want to buy cards, you can. That's kind of their microtransactions, but it makes sense because that's how card games work. But I mean, that was big news that it's coming to iPhone and Android, and that's going to actually come a little after the release date of PC and tablet.
My main question is if Android people iPhone or whatever could play with PC.
Everybody's playing together.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they did say it's all one system and everybody's playing together.
I would jump on that.
Yeah, so like, you pull out your phone, you're like, oh yeah, I want to play some cards. You play some cards because they during the presentation they actually said that a lot of people really liked it on PC, but as soon as they started playing it on tablet, they really liked it on tablet because just the way it plays, like the way you move cards and stuff, it feels like a card game. And then they said, well, not everybody has a tablet. Like it's definitely much more popular now, but they were like, but everybody has a cell phone.
Yeah.
So
that's very smart. That's smart. Blizzard's a very smart company.
Yeah, I mean they for BlizzCon, like the Mike Morhaime, the CEO, who has stupid amounts of money, but
buku bucks.
Yeah, he when he did one of the interviews, he was like, when I first got here Friday morning, I was like, am I at the right place? Because there was like 5 banners on the building, and Blizzard's always been 3 games. It's always been StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, regardless of how those franchises were at the time. RTS, stuff like that. So now that they have Hearthstone, now that they have Heroes of the Storm, which is their new MOBA game, which we have a cool trailer for later. He was really like, wow, we are getting a lot bigger, and he's like, we might actually put out multiple games in a year, which is crazy for Blizzard.
Yeah.
It took them 12 years to make a sequel to StarCraft.
Yeah, that takes well, at least they made a sequel, unlike Valve. The folks at Valve.
Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe they have a problem. Well, I guess they don't have a problem counting to 3 because they already made Diablo 3. So
yeah.
There you go. They did talk a lot about the new Diablo game and the expansion. I didn't really put that in the news because they didn't really say anything new about it. They just kind of expanded on it.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the last show, I think.
Yeah, that it's coming to PS4. They said Xbox is still a possibility. Xbox One. Because obviously the base games are coming. It's just the expansion.
Yeah.
They talked about how the new loot system's going to work and stuff like that, and they haven't ruled out cross-platform play yet, but it's not in the works.
Okay.
So.
And then there's a new World of Warcraft Warlords of, is it Draenor? Draenor.
Yeah, it is actually really cool. I got the trailer for that. We'll play the trailer if you want to listen to it.
Okay, sure.
So you know what's going on.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer, so I know what's going on.
It's like Cerebro.
It is the lifeblood of this world. We are its children. Soon, its masters. Ours is a legacy of conquest. Rising tide of blood and iron that will wash over this world and all others.
So there you go, Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah.
As we were watching the trailer, I was like, man, I had a total nerd moment because basically what it is it's like a time travel story.
Okay.
Like basically what's going on now is one of the orcs was made war chief, and he went a little crazy with power. Started going genocidal. So like now you have to take him down. Well, they revealed that after you take him down, he's supposed to stand trial. Well, he escapes, and with the help of someone, he's able to go back in time and say like our people, the orcs, become kind of pansies. This isn't what we were supposed to be. So he goes back to like the heyday of the orcs, and he like stops them from making a mistake that basically changes them green and stuff like that. And he builds this whole new faction to come back and invade. So basically, this expansion is you're going to this new timeline to stop these people from invading. But it's like all the like the exact quote was, "We wanted all the most major badass characters in Warcraft, and we wanted people to experience it." So like that shot at the end of like all those orcs on the ridge are like all like orcs that basically shaped the whole World of Warcraft. Like the one with the axe was that orc's father.
Okay.
Grom, which anybody who's played Warcraft 3 knows Grom. He's like the one who basically saves all the orcs. Like he's the one who initially damned them. He's like, oh yeah, we'll make the pact with the demons and stuff like that. But in the end, he's the one who breaks it. So it actually looks really cool. The big thing, obviously, is player housing.
Build your garrison and stuff.
Yeah, like it's basically like The Sims. Like cool. you have like a layout, and you can choose what building goes where. And then you can amass like followers and stuff and send them on missions and do like that.
Nice.
And it's a whole like new progression system, and it's all out in the world. Like you go to a place, you can pick anywhere in the new world, Draenor, where you want it, any of the zones, and there's like a specific spot. And then you build your garrison up, and the buildings have levels, the garrisons have levels.
That's cool.
So it's like a whole new progression system. New character models.
Yeah, those look really nice. The game has changed a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the game will be turning 9 in a week. So that's huge for a game to still be predominant after 9 years. Like, do you know what games people were playing 9 years ago?
I don't even remember what games I was playing 9 years ago.
Counter-Strike, the original one,
was
9 years.
Gosh.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. So the old character models and stuff, like, when you're in the game and stuff, you're like, yeah, they look a little bad, but you don't realize how bad they look until you see them next to those new ones. Like, that switchover was huge. Yeah. You're like, whoa.
And we were looking at some pictures before the show, and it's a glaring difference.
Yeah, they went from, like, for certain models, they went from like 1,000 polygons to like 7,000 polygons. They went from like 100 bones to like 200 some bones.
And these bones and polygons, they make a huge difference. I've been dabbling with the 3D models and stuff, and you can tell the difference between 1,000 polygon model. Yeah.
I mean, it's like the difference between somebody making like, and then like doing all the different facial expressions and stuff.
So much more detail you can do with those extra surfaces.
They actually said one of the funniest things is each of the gnomes, like pigtails, have individual bones, so they're like they can move.
So they can move. Wow.
Yeah. So like right now in the game, they move, but they just kind of like in unison. So
that's
like,
pretty cool.
If she's running and she like turns to the side or something, one will sway further.
Okay, like the physics and stuff.
Right. So
that's
cool. Yeah, they're definitely picking it up with that. I'm interested in it because that's really what I liked about Warcraft. Like the new stuff, I'm like, but like I remember Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 and Warcraft.
That could be one reason why they're looking into doing like recreating or making a way so you can play those older Warcraft games.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is because they basically said Chris Metzen, who's the head of character development, lore, and all of that. He also did the voice at the beginning.
Oh, cool.
He does a lot of the voices.
That's cool.
He did. They started hiring real voice actors, more recently. But initially, he did all the voices. But he basically said, like, a lot of World of Warcraft players don't know where the story came from. Like, to him, since obviously it's his baby, like he thought of everything. He wants people to know the history, and he's like, rather than just give them some history lesson, I wanted them to, relive this new history, but still get to experience, like the badasses like Grom Hellscream and like one guy is like Kargrath Blade Fist, and like his orc clan, the reason they're called the Blade Fist clan is their rite of initiation is they like cut off their hand and mount like a weapon to it.
Oh.
So, yeah. Nice guys.
I guess that would make you a badass.
Yeah, like nice guys. Mm-hmm. So these guys are, not nice orcs initially. Mm. And they talked about the movie and stuff, and the movie plays a big role around the original timeline.
Okay.
So I think they're trying to bring the new audience in while teaching them, okay, this is all the stuff that happened without actually having to experience it, especially with one of the features that they said in it was instant level 90.
Yeah.
Like when you buy that expansion, you have an instant level 90, which is the current max level. The new one will go up to 100.
100, yeah.
So you'll have 10 levels to level, but they said 90 levels is a lot. And he said the biggest problem he hears is, people are like, oh, this class sucks, stuff like that. But he said the biggest problem is people have friends that want to play, and they're like, oh, yeah, my friend wants to play. And he's like, okay, well, buy the game, play for 2 months, get gear, and then you can play with us.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
So basically they made it so instant level 90, they're going to give you level 90 gear. So you're not naked at level 90.
Yeah.
They're actually going to strip all of your abilities that you normally would have at 90 and give you like the core ones. And then as you play, you'll unlock more. So you're not just bombarded with, 90 levels of abilities. Mm-hmm. They'll give you the core ones, teach you how to use them, and then expand upon that.
Cool.
So yeah, I actually think this is what it really needs, because 90 is daunting. Like if you were ever to start it now, honestly, it's hard.
Yeah, I'd be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. And even if you start at level 1, it's like, well, yeah, there's like 2.5 months of leveling, especially as a new player. Like a seasoned player or something could probably level a lot quicker than that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, like remember when you did that? You're trying to become the first level like 80 monk or something like that. Or
yeah, I tried to go for a server first monk, but I mean that I started at 85.
Oh, okay.
Well, I started at 80, kind of. That I pulled some loopholes on that, which you had to because everybody was doing it that was competing for it. So basically, I went from like 1 to 80 in about 10 minutes.
Cool.
Because there was a system in place, which is still there, called it's called Recruit a Friend. And if you have 2 accounts, like say I recruit you, we could right now level up together. You get 3 times the experience, but the main account, like say I recruit you, my account, for every level that you earn, for every 2 levels that you earn, I get a free level.
Okay. So,
and I can use that for anything.
Nice.
You just give them to me. So basically what I did is I had a Recruit a Friend account that I leveled 2 characters at once really fast, since I was getting triple experience, so that when the new expansion came out, I had a pool of levels just to give. But you can only give up to level 80. Like that's where the system cut it off.
Okay.
So I had enough levels to level me up to 80. And then from there I had to go from 80 to 90.
Yeah.
And I got second. I mean, my body gave out of me. And like afterwards, Nikki, I have to mention her because she's part of the story. She asked me, she's like, "Would you ever do that again?" And I was like, "No." People make fun of video games not being a physical activity. Try playing it for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. But the guy who won, he was like cheating because he had other people playing his account.
Yeah.
So, what's up with that?
He admitted to me, he was like, yeah, it was like me and 2 other people rotating. I was like, well, I don't feel so bad about coming in a second. So, but first and second again. Like, first you get that shiny achievement like that everybody sees, because the server first, well, the world first too, but there was no way I was getting world first. Server first pops up the whole server. So like if you're the first, mage to hit 90, everybody on the server sees it, regardless of your faction. So obviously, if you're on the same faction, you can message her and be like, "Hey, Gratz," or "I hate you. You have no life. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I took a rest and I came back and I saw he was 89 and I was also 89, so we were like racing, but I was only like 10% into 89, and then I saw his achievement pop up. I was like, "Well, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going back to sleep."
Oh, that sucks.
So when this new one comes out, I'll probably check it out because I did jump back in and start playing it just because I wanted to see what was going on. But I'm not going to do that again. So the other game they talked about was Heroes of the Storm. Swarm. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Both people make fun of them for this because the current StarCraft expansion is Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah.
And the new game is Heroes of the Storm. So same abbreviation, same everything. But it's their MOBA game, which anybody who doesn't know what a MOBA is, it's basically League of Legends. Most people who play games know what League of Legends is. It's like the 5v5 isometric, strategy game where you control individual characters, you level them up, buy stuff.
Like avatars.
Right. So, well, Blizzard has their version. They've kind of showed it off in the past, but it's grown. And they released the CGI trailer, so it's getting close. So let's take a look at the CGI trailer.
Come out, wherever you are.
Nuclear launch detected.
Blizzard knows its trailers,
Yeah,
man.
They're really good with that CG stuff. Really good.
That looked insane because like they have all those people from different franchises, and they all look like they belong together, beating the snot out of each other.
Yeah, it's like a Smash Brothers.
Like when
But
Tyrael
way
was fighting Kerrigan in like the air, that was amazing. So yeah,
I like the Jim Raynor stuff, and it's just
the nuclear launch.
Yeah, it just looked really good. Brought back memories.
Yeah. Obviously, the gameplay doesn't look that good. It still looks good, but not that good.
No.
So it does look that fun though. I mean,
One day.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But they open up the beta signups. So if you have a Blizzard account, well, I guess it's a BattleNet account. You can go and opt into the beta, and just like all their other betas, if you get picked, you can play, stuff like that. Blizzard usually doesn't do NDAs, so that's pretty cool that most of the betas, you can play and stream and see like that. Obviously, the beta hasn't started yet, at least open. open closed beta.
Yeah.
Internal beta has been going on for a while. But yeah, Heroes of the Storm, we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. I played League of Legends, and I could never get into it because I came into it later, so there was already like that super hardcore crowd, and I was terrible
You're not
at
good
it.
enough to play with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you playing this game?
Right. You should go cut your wrists and stuff like that. Nice comments people say to each other on the internet.
Yeah.
When I accidentally die because I didn't know that he could teleport across the map. How was I supposed to know he could do that? So yeah, I'm jaded for League of Legends. I haven't even tried Dota 2. I have that installed, but I'm not good at that either. So hopefully with this, they're definitely trying to market it to still be hardcore, but Blizzard's good at making, and we had this conversation. Yeah. They're good at making games hard,
but good enough for you to pick up.
As you said, easy to play, hard to master, and that's like their stance. Like StarCraft 2, like I said, I'm terrible, but I can play it to the point where I have fun. Like I know the basis of it. My body is like epileptic when I try to play, but so what? And Warcraft's the same way, like the whole 90 thing and stuff like that. They're trying to figure out ways to make it easy again. So that's all our news. I mean, we had a good amount of news. We don't have any real discussion topics. We don't have any reviews or previews because we're kind of in that lull period right before the holiday season. I could review Call of Duty Ghosts because I've played the past Call of Duties, so I could probably wing it.
What would you give it? What score would you give it?
Call of Duty Ghosts 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Go with a solid C.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 as well. The multiplayer was repetitive.
Yeah. I do like how they changed some things up in the multiplayer. There's new maps. There's Create a Soldier, which is a lot different.
Oh no!
Wow. You can actually make your own soldier, and you can change the guns and the layouts, and they use like a tiered system.
You can use perks and stuff.
Yeah. I mean the perks, that's like a game changer.
Yeah, I think my favorite part really about the game was on the dogs.
Yeah,
calling the dogs out. So
yeah. Call of Duty Ghosts, never played it. 7.5 out of 10. Actually, a lot of people are really mad at Call of Duty Ghosts because they push this whole new engine thing and stuff like that. And people are like, once you play it, you realize that it's not a new engine. Like you realize they've just added new textures and stuff. So people are kind of getting a little mad about that. Whereas Battlefield 4 is a completely new Frostbite engine.
Yeah, I mean it just looks amazing.
I'm not gonna pick sides because everybody's like, "Oh, Battlefield's better or Call of Duty's better." They're both pretty standard shooters. Call of Duty has one side, Battlefield has the other. Yeah, there's just whatever you prefer.
They're just gonna exist in the same space. It's like yin and yang.
Yep. And if you go on Metacritic or whatever and you look at the reviews, there's so many Metacritic accounts that have 2 reviews, one for Battlefield 4, one for Call of Duty, and one is always 10 and one is always 0. And it's funny because the zeros all say the same thing, regardless of the game. It's always, this is like the one before it. There's no new innovation. The models don't look as good as they said they did. And the single player was terrible.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, that's actually pretty accurate for both of them.
For both games.
So, yeah. So 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. I'll stick by that.
I'll give Battlefield 4 7.6 out of 10 because I've actually played that one.
I've actually seen gameplay footage in the commercials.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'll give it an 8.
So we do have somewhat of a discussion.
Yeah.
More so, you have a discussion. So
yeah,
you launched something recently.
Yeah, so I launched a Kickstarter video for my Power Rangers fan film.
That's Power Rangers. The Mighty Morphin.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've been a huge fan. Every director always has a project that they've always wanted to do. It's like
your dream project.
My dream project, yeah. I have 2 of them, and they're really close. I can't really tell you which one I'd like more. I'd like to do more than the other, but it's Skies of Arcadia and Power Rangers. I've always wanted to direct one of those, make that into a movie. So I know nobody's ever gonna say, "Hey, Cisco, do this movie for me."
Right.
So I decided to just do it on my own. I realized I wasn't getting any younger, and since nobody's gonna tell me to do this movie, let me just do a fan film, get it over with, so I can move on with my life, with my career. So
and hopefully launch a bigger career.
That would be cool. Hey, don't get me wrong, that would be amazing. But so I decided I'm doing a prequel to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because I feel like it's something that it hasn't been done before, really.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Well,
I just thought this. Yeah.
You want to play the trailer,
I got a trailer. Yeah,
and then we
check out
can
the trailer,
explain that.
Our galaxy is a truly remarkable place. A system of beautiful elegance wrapped in tranquility, darkness, peace, and power. Power can take on forms both beneficial and detrimental. It's all in how one wields that power. Nothing could have prepared us for when the galaxy was brought to its knees by a vengeful and powerful young woman. Her name was Rita Repulsa. May the power protect us all.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see like the progress because that's a really good trailer.
Thank you.
That is probably the best thing you've done.
Yeah, I think it is. This is also the very first time that I've ever worked on a project where I had something in mind, like in my head, and it actually like started looking like how I saw it in my head.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you got a Facebook page.
Yeah, I have a Facebook fan page, so if you're interested in Power Ranger, you like it, you can like it on there at Zordon Fan Film.
I was like, well, what is it?
Or the movie's called Zordon of Eltar, a Power Rangers fan film. So
you also looking for funding.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a Kickstarter. I budgeted it out. I spent like the last 2 weeks just like crunching numbers and figuring out, okay, if I had this, this, and this, I'd be able to finish all this and be able to do it all. And really, I'm only asking for $1,500.
Which you're already at like 300 something.
Yeah, I didn't check it. Like, yeah, it's about $300. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty cool. You know, just search
Zordon of Eltar and
yeah.
Check
it out. We'll put a link on the webpage to it. You've got the tiers, the rewards, stuff like that. So you put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with my time the last month, like just devoting just about
all
of it.
Since you haven't played anything, I figure we had to plug it because it's a big undertaking and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can swing the $1,500 for the lunch.
No.
But you know, the Gamers Digest will.
Yeah, like I wanted to make sure, like really, we're making this fan film for just everybody to see and watch. Like I made sure when I was making those tiers that if you gave something, you were gonna like at least get something out of it. Like so I think one of the lowest tier is like $5. You get like a thank you and everything, but the next tier is like $15, and you get like an early access to go or an early download to see the film before I release it. So I want to be able to give it away. I wonder what it's at now.
370.
5 backers. Not bad.
There you go. So I mean, you just launched this today. Obviously, it's a small goal, but that's pretty impressive. So we'll keep up with the Power Ranger.
Very cool. May the power protect you.
You should end every show with that.
I don't know. I still want to get married and have kids.
Maybe there's a huge Power Ranger fan out there.
I would hope.
And hopefully she's not ugly. We had this discussion earlier.
Yeah.
Hopefully she lives up to the standards of you know who. The litmus test.
Yeah. Yep. That'd be funny.
All right, so like I said, no reviews this week other than that Call of Duty review that we BS'd earlier. So, but we do have a deal of the week. Now, we mentioned that Amazon has buy two, get one free PS4 games starting tomorrow. Actually, right now, Target, all games across all consoles and some PC games are buy two, get one free. So, if you're interested in Call of Duty or Battlefield, you can get them both. And then you could also probably pick up a good game like, the new Batman game, stuff like that.
Or you can get XCOM Enemy Within, something else maybe.
Yeah.
Something of equal or lesser value.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay in the same price tier.
Yeah.
Like, I did buy two, get one free last year for a few games. And, it definitely is in your best benefit to either, if you pick a $40 game, get two other $40 games. Which, there are a lot of $40 games now, so that's kind of cool. $60 games, two $60 games, stuff like that. So, we could always get two XCOMs and then just get a third game. So, no, I already have it on PC, so I'd get the expansion for like $20 or something. But yeah, check it out. Target. As far as I know, it's online and in store, but it's definitely in store as well.
Cool.
So that's like the more important.
And when does it end?
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. So, and if it's anything like last time, if there's a specific game you want and they don't have it, because obviously they sell a lot of games right now, you can buy it and basically just pick it up when it comes in.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's cool.
So like Batman came out. Say you really wanted Batman and you go in and they don't have that, and that's part of your trio. You can buy the other two and then pay for Batman, and you still get the deal.
That's very cool.
Yep. Other than that, that's our gaming show of the week. We've still got our football picks.
Football.
Which I did tally it up. So far, I am in the lead with everything right, and you guys haven't got anything right yet. So you guys really need to pick it up.
I was like, really? Man.
No.
I wonder if anybody has been keeping tally.
I don't know. I should go back and watch. We've skipped weeks. That's the problem.
We have.
Those weeks
That'll be our handicap.
Yeah, those weeks we'll just assume that we got everything right. We knew those weeks, so that's why we didn't pick. So we're going to take like a 2-minute break, and then we're going to come back and do the football picks.
Okay.
I will... What do you think? Let's do this trailer again.
detected.
And we're back.
We are back.
Like the movie.
What movie?
We're back.
I don't what? I never saw this movie.
It's a cartoon with dinosaurs. They come back, and they can talk. And John Goodman's a Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, Nikki had the same. Damn it. Nikki had the same problem. I was like, "Don't you remember that movie?" And like, we sat there for like 5 minutes, and I explained it to her. She's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I just want to. It does sound very. It's like right here.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, all right.
Football.
So football picks. I don't have a game to be biased this week about because the Cowboys are off. So, thank God.
Uh-oh. Volume's back to being low.
Oh no! Hopefully, I just have to turn it up. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Boom. Is the volume better now? Hopefully, it's better now. Don't say it.
Oh,
Don't even say it.
Apples, oranges, lemons.
Well, when you like do this, it's kind of hard for them.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll enunciate a little better. So football, Thursday night's game is Colts at Titans.
The Colts are gonna have to make up for their faux pas.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna pick the Colts.
I'm gonna pick the Colts as well.
Yeah.
I think you're right. They're looking for blood,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be blue and red.
Yeah.
A lot of blue and red.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue and red. Those are very predominant colors.
So Jets at Bills.
I'm picking the Jets.
I'm picking the Bills because I gotta stick by my kid.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So, and I love watching the Jets lose because when they win, it's always fun to watch. But when they lose, it's spectacular to watch because they lose in fashion. Like there's just when it's either like they win barely or they lose horribly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm going with the Bills.
So let's see. Falcons at Buccaneers. I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers. That's gonna be my wild card game.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons because I think they're also looking for blood.
Yeah.
Lions at Steelers.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. I'm going with the Lions on that one. I don't want them to win for that division for reasons, but I don't want the Steelers to win because I really miss the Black Eyed Peas. I really think.
Yeah, you want them to come back.
Yeah, I really think Will.i.am should stop coaching the Steelers and go back to music.
Yeah, he should come back.
So yeah, I'm going with the Lions. Redskins and Eagles.
I think the Eagles are gonna win that.
I want the Redskins to win. I think they win it because I think the Eagles have been using their luck up the last couple of weeks.
They have been sapping a lot of it.
So I want the Redskins to win because that'll knock the Eagles down, and the Redskins are already so far down it doesn't matter in my division.
And the next game will probably be the most boring game.
The Cardinals and the Jaguars.
Yeah, most uninteresting game of the week.
The only one who's going to lose in that game is anybody who watches it.
Yeah. I'm going to pick.
I'm going Jags.
Jaguars. They just got their first win, didn't they?
Yeah, the coach got his first NFL win, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Raiders at Texans.
Raiders.
Really?
Yep.
I'd like to say the Raiders could win, but I'm going to pick the Texans. Now that they're Ed Reedless, I don't think anything's going to hold them back. He was obviously bringing them down.
I guess so. I just think there's just so much drama going on with the team, like with the coach having the mini stroke, and it's
possible.
The quarterback being their main quarterback being benched.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just done.
Ravens and Bears.
I'm picking the Ravens. I just hope they pull something out of their ass and make something happen.
I am also going to pick the Ravens because the Bears really didn't look that good against Green Bay after they took Aaron Rodgers out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're still that good of a team. And you guys definitely have a good team. Like, you have a system there that could work.
Yeah.
It's like whoever is driving it has, like, epilepsy.
Yeah, yeah,
They just need to tie him down and change the game
They're not
plan
working
again.
on all cylinders together.
Right.
You know, that's just we watched like almost all that game.
You know, when you give it away at the end.
Yeah, that was. That's when I just had to get up and leave and go to work.
You had to leave.
Yeah, I was like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
So
yeah,
I'm going for Ravens on that one. I think they can win that one. Browns at Bengals.
I'm gonna have to root for the Browns because the Bengals are ahead in the division. So I'm gonna root for the Browns.
Okay, I'm gonna say Bengals are gonna win that one.
They're tired of losing. I think they're in a 2-game losing streak, losing in overtime.
Yeah,
they're gonna be pissed, and they're home, so who knows?
Chargers at Dolphins.
I'm gonna pick the Chargers.
Chargers, interesting pick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Chargers as well, because they're still gonna win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Packers at Giants. I'm going Packers.
Yeah,
even third straight.
We gotta pick Packers for that.
I am hoping it. I don't know if this thought process makes sense. I am hoping their third string quarterback gets hurt, because then Matt Flynn will have to play. Because I think Matt Flynn has a better shot of playing well, not necessarily winning, but playing well versus the third string. So, plus I want the Giants to lose. I'm tired of them winning. They won 3. That's enough for them this season.
Yeah.
I want to see them have a very
watch
bad
them like
season.
go on just a streak.
They've won 3 straight, so they're already tied with Washington for being last in the league. So there you go. But I think the Packers have a chance on that one.
And let's see, Vikings at Seahawks. I'm going with Seahawks. Yep.
Niners at Saints. I am going Saints.
Yeah, Saints were very impressive.
Shut up. Yes, they were. Yeah, they dismantled Dallas like small girls.
Well,
So-
and then also the 49ers just got beat by Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, Carolina's not a horrible team this year.
they're
not
not.
they're not anything special, but they're not horrible. So, yeah, I think the Saints definitely have what they need.
The
Chiefs
Suns,
and Broncos.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, who are you picking? You picking? Basically, it comes down to: are you picking offense or are you picking defense? What is the better way to win a game? Offense or defense?
The best offense is a good defense.
I thought the best defense was a good offense.
That's gonna be that Sunday night's game is gonna be good. I will have to be totally tuned into that. I'm gonna pick. It's at Denver. I'm gonna pick. It's cold. It's gonna be cold though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Peyton Manning's not that good in the cold. Or that's what they say.
Right.
I'm gonna pick Broncos.
Really, I'm gonna pick Chiefs. I want to see them go 10-0, just because I am rooting for Alex Smith. Even Andy Reid. I'm rooting for Andy Reid.
Yeah.
But I am really rooting for Alex Smith because every time he wins, I have this dream in my head that he sends Colin Kaepernick a small W in the mail.
Nice.
So it's just like, suck it, Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm. And then Monday's game.
Patriots and Panthers.
I'm gonna pick the Panthers for that.
I think the Patriots will win, but I will pick the Panthers as a long shot. Because I like watching Tom Brady cry.
Yeah.
It's the best soap opera on TV.
I'd like to see the Panthers win that game.
And the bonus game, the fantasy game, Rick versus the Walkers. Who's going to win?
I think Rick's gonna win that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick's gonna win.
Did you see? You watched the newest episode? Him and Carl had that moment where they were killing the zombies, and he was like looking at him like,
yeah, that was pretty funny. That was a pretty funny moment.
So, all right, there's our football picks for the week. We do video games and then football every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Usually we start on time. Tonight we had a little bit of a technical problem. We could have started, but nobody could have watched us. Which, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tuesdays, 8 o'clock, usually about an hour long. You can check out the YouTube channel. We have stuff coming out here and there. Zordon.
Power protect you.
Plug, yeah.
Apples, oranges, lemons, limes, tangerines, papayas.
Yes. So, yeah, check out the Zordon Kickstarter. See you next week.
Gamers Digest is a Spider-One and Mr. Factastic production. All characters and games are owned by their respective companies and are used under the Fair Use Law. Check out Gamers Digest at gamersdigest.me, on YouTube under Gamers Digest Podcast, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at The Gamers Digest. Viewer questions and comments can always be sent to gamersdigestpodcast@gmail.com. See you next week.